This is Ian Bailey with Ian on Torah. Today we're finishing up our basic Sephiros series, speaking about how the Sephiros, the 10 Sephiros, fit with the 49 days of Sephiros Omer, the journey from Pesach to Shavuot. We're finishing up with Malchus. So what is the underlying idea behind Malchus? Well, we said that Yesod is a concept that many disparate parts can be brought together. So Malchus is all those parts are very tightly together, working together, properly together, connected, very tightly connected. We're going to speak about the upper Sefirot another time. There are 7 lower Sefirot, the ones we spoke about in these videos, and there are 3 at any given time, but 4 total upper Sephiros. And one of them is Keser. So Keser is the one that's connected to Malchus. So the Shari Ora says that just like a crown, a Keser, a crown, Keter is on your head, so is Malchus. So all the pratim, all the details in Malchus tightly together. So Malchus relates to kingship because the king is really the uniter of all the different parts. You have to have the parts, but you also have to have the unity. And Malchus is called a feminine midah. It's not because it's feminine, it's nikeva, it's a receptive midah. As Shimshon Pinkas elaborates on, just like a table is filled with things, and if it's empty, nothing's there, so is Malchus a bunch of different parts put together within a system, within a connection. So that's why you have, there's no king without a nation. The king has to have constituents, but he is the uniter of the constituents. And he himself, it's almost as if he doesn't exist. He's purely the executor of the will of the people. He is the sort of a thesis statement behind the word, so to speak. He is the invisible glue that holds them together, and his ego becomes the decider of things in the nation. So the unhealthy king that's why he's so destructive, is that he's destroying the nation. But the healthy king is really the expression of the pure wants, the true wants of the people in a moralistic way. So Malchus is something we're not used to. We're not used to it. We're very democratic, we're very fair and nice in our society, but the truth is that leads to corruption, as we see with Esther. It's more of a political story, so people can take advantage. The king, his whole job is to get rid of the people trying to take advantage of the loopholes. So it's something that we're not used to, but it's the best for us. And King David, that was his whole work, was to unite the tribes, keep things together, and to get rid of the awful people that tried to destroy it. And at the end of days, Yehuda and Ephraim were going to come together. So I understand that to mean that the interpersonal connection of Yesod will combine with the tight rulership of Malchus. We don't see that. We see democracy or monarchy, theocracy or republic. But at the end of days, it'll be put together so that the individual is considerate. The individual is chashuv. The individual is important, but the nation he or she is still subsumed in the nation. The nation and the king is the most important, but the individual will also be there too. So this idea of Malchus relates to the history of Israel, because we were really supposed to go very quickly from Egypt to Israel. It wasn't supposed to be wandering, but because of mistakes people made, we're not going to get into all the mistakes and how history changed, but history changed. We're supposed to go, get the Torah, and have a king lead us into Israel. So so Shavuot is coming up, and Shavuot is the remembrance of the giving of the Torah. So we go from nothingness in Egypt to getting the Torah and it being a real nation. In Shavuot, it's supposed to be the culmination of Malchus. It should have been that way. We should go right to Israel and conquer it, but it didn't happen. However, we should all, remember this process as ideal. We did still become a nation, and eventually David HaMelech, King David, brought us together. So to summarize, the journey from Pesach to Shavuot is the ideal journey of sociologically of a nation. We went from nothingness to a functional group. We added morality with Netzach, interpersonal connection, and care with Hod, symbolism in our rituals with Tiferes, chiseled away the bad parts of the nation with Gevurah, Chesed. We worked on sustaining life and validating life and positivity, Chesed and Gevurah, positivity, and when you have to be negative, and Yesod and Malchus to bring us together from disparate parts to a functional nation. May we all see this speedily in our days, and that should be the mentality for Shavuos, that we should all be able to go through the process of all the different elements of the Torah, from morality to interpersonal to the difficult ones, and may we all see this uniting in the land of Israel in our days.